All right, so in the previous video, we successfully optimized our content for SEO, and as a result, we got the green score for the SEO, but our readability is still set to orange, which means okay. So let's see how we could possibly improve this. Let's come all the way down here. You're going to see the readability section, so you can click in there. And now what we have here is the analysis. So we have some green and then we have some red. So what do we have here? We have for the 3.2% of the sentences contain more than 20 words, which is more than the recommended maximum of 25%. Try to shorten the sentences. Okay. The next one here is 25.6% of the sentences contain passive voice, which is more than the recommended maximum of 10%. Okay. Now, if you click on any one of these links, like click on passive voice as an example, this will take you to the Yoast blog where you can read more about passive voice and how you can write better, how you can change it to an active voice. Also, when you click on the I next to each result, it will highlight where in your article you are making that particular error in. So as an example, if I click on the I for the sentences contain more than 20 words and I scroll back up, you can now see where we have paragraphs and sentences containing more than 20 words. Same thing with the passive voice analysis as well. Now, here's the thing, okay? My personal advice to you is don't let these kinds of analysis affect the way you write. Sure, yeah, when it comes to the issue of passive voice and active voice, maybe you can do a better job of trying to write in the active voice as opposed to the passive voice. But in analysis like, oh, this sentence contains more than 20 words, unless it's very extreme, maybe where you have maybe 30 words, maybe 40 words in a single sentence, then yeah, maybe you might want to try to see how you can make that better. However, in instances like this where we have possibly this might have maybe 21 or 22 words, don't bother yourself. As long as your content is really good and it makes sense and people are actually learning, no one is going to care whether your sentence has 21 words or if it has 25 words. No one is even going to count. Okay? Remember that you're writing your articles for people. As long as you can read the article and an average person can actually read the article and understand what's going on, you're fine. Okay? Again, don't obsess with trying to get your readability score to green. There are many of my articles that are set to orange and people still read them. People still love the articles because the articles still make sense. Again, no one is going to bother about, oh my gosh, this author wrote this sentence in the passive voice, so I'm not going to read it. It's a horrible article. No. No one cares about that. As long as your content makes sense, the information is useful, people will overlook things like that, okay? So it's really up to you. I can't say whether it's bad or good for you to try and fix these things. My only concern is that when you have a particular style of writing and people have come to recognize that style from you, when you begin getting all very analytical with the kinds of words you use, how many words are contained in a sentence, it might affect your natural way of writing. So be careful, okay? Don't get too obsessed with trying to get your readability score to green. All right, so that's basically it for the readability scores with the Yoast SEO plugin. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you so much for watching the video, and as always, I will see you in the next class.